This is a 450,000 mile 2005 GMC Sierra 3500 diesel dually crew cab SLT full-wheel drive 8-foot bed truck that I bought for $6,000. $6,250. If I was telling the truth, $6,000 sounds better, and it really has 460,000 miles. But there's a lot of quirks that this truck has that I'll get into, and I'll spare you a lot of the details because we're going to be doing a lot of work on it. But there's some good, some bad, some ugly, some really good. The best thing I know about it, it actually has a new long block as of 3 years ago. They done put a new long block in it. They did the injectors like 4 or 5 years ago. It's got the new motor, new enough injectors. I know for a fact they rebuilt the transmission with a good shop that I personally use. I think they did the transfer case, and overall, it's actually pretty clean. The inside is pretty clean. It works. It sounds great. It's been deleted and tuned and has a really nice exhaust. And I think they redid the suspension. It's awesome. I got an awesome deal. I should have never even got the deal, but this truck is my first diesel. I've never had a diesel truck, and I would have never bought it. I would never have been working on it if I didn't know that basically the motor is fresh and the tranny and anything that can go majorly wrong. Now, if you never bought an older truck, you'll realize that even if there are little issues, there's going to be about 100 issues you're going to have to deal with. Especially, I've worked on these Chevy trucks, and I've noticed, especially on the inside, it's always something. There's always a trim piece missing. There's always an electrical problem, or the seat does this or that. It's always something. I don't know what. But either way, I don't want to. It's already 6 o'clock. I was going to go around the whole truck and show the whole thing. I'm going to go over it really briefly. But all you need to know is it has 460,000 miles on the dash, which is probably a bad idea. And it needs some work. I'm not going to lie. The four-wheel drive don't work. Apparently, it's because of the transfer case motor encoder. We'll see, how much I believe that. And then the AC don't work. Go figure. Hopefully, it's not the evaporator because that'd be horrible. The thing on the inside, when you go to turn it on, it's screaming at you to change the oil, the filter, the everything. So I actually went ahead and got like $380 worth of stuff. The first thing I'm going to do, I just got it, is change all the filters and all the fluids and oils and all that. If you look, Chevy's recommendation on these trucks is to service everything quick, like 45,000 miles an hour, or I'm sorry, 40,000 miles, it says service the tranny, which I just don't think that's something you do on a gas. I'm not a diesel guy. I guess these are different, but it takes 10 quarts of tranny oil, 10 quarts of regular oil. It has like 3 filters. It's got a fuel filter, a regular. These things are expensive to maintain. The only reason I'm even really keeping it is because I live in a camper, so I could use it to pull it. I had a newer truck, but the newer truck ain't a diesel and ain't a dually. So I think this will fare me better. Now, I'm going to show you around. I haven't even washed the truck. I haven't done anything to it. I just wanted to show you guys how I bought it, the exact condition it's in. And I'll show you, like, from this angle, it probably looks okay. Like, it could be cleaned, but it has dings and scratches and things that hopefully I can clean up. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. So I just did a whole walk around and realized that my audio was peaking. I'm going to be real quick with y'all, all right? We're going to do this real quick. It's got some good and it's got some bad. This needs to be buffed out. I think I can fix it, all right? These headlights are holding on by a thread. They are the male pins that go in to hold headlight, they're broken. The tires are new, all right, big W. Brand new 33 Toyos, name brand. They're like $300 a pop. This front grille is a little scratched up. This logo is old. Yeah, brand new tires. That's awesome. A little nice running thing. Now, the worst part, in my opinion, is this roof. They bondoed the sunroof, which is whack, and then the top is just cooked. Let me make sure my audio is good. All right, moving on to the side you didn't see. Looks pretty good. If you look closer, you'll see. This guy said he hit a shopping cart. Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know what type of shopping cart you hit. Either way, truck still looks really good. And oh my God, guys, look at this truck from the back. It is just a beast. All right, it needs some work still. Yet again, it's missing this piece. I don't know why that's out. The tailgate's a little rough to it works, whatever. This big old hole is not good, but what are you gonna do when you can't afford a $5,000 paint job? What's going on over here? No, this side's good. This is whatever. This bed, yeah, good enough. You know, like I said, I haven't even cleaned it. I was gonna make that the first thing I did, but it needs all this maintenance stuff I got back there. We're gonna do that first before the sun goes down. So here's a real quick look over of the interior. I think a lot more work actually needs to be done to the inside. They redid the headliner, super good, very clean. Honestly, I haven't even cleaned it. I think it looked really good. I think I can clean it up. I think I can fix those spots in the carpet. It's got the same deal back here, like just that spot. I need to fix that, replace that. I think they did speakers. It sounds really good, and it's got the Bluetooth touchscreen, whatever. But that back right speaker don't work. These two windows don't roll up. All right, it's missing little stuff like that, and this gauge cluster is screaming at me to change everything every time I start it up. It has this annoying buzzing that's coming out of this that apparently has something to do with something up here that I have to replace. Hopefully that works. I think the radio also may buzz. I don't know. They put a backup camera in. It works, but maybe I need to find a better camera because I don't like the quality. I need to get the ones that light up here. Matter of fact, I need all this stuff LED because it's really hard to see. Half these bulbs are out. And also, I need to get, this is the key that they gave me. I need to get a fob and program it. Right now I got no fob. I got this. If I lose it, I'm screwed. So yeah, it ain't horrible, but work definitely needs to be done. I'll start it up for you guys. It sounds really good, especially when I rev it up. It sounds really nice. It has this huge, look at that thing, huge exhaust on it, straight tuned and deleted and all that fun stuff. I'm not a diesel guy, but good to me. I don't think these really had many emissions in the first place. You see it's yelling at me to change everything. Hopefully I can clear that code. I don't know if you hear that humming, but I do. These lights, only the right side lights up. A lot of these lights are no bueno. It's just in and out, kind of like regular Chevy stuff. This was a SLT. It's a high trim. It has a lot of cool features. I was reading the manual. You know, heated seats, and they electric and lumbar and all this stuff. Oh, the heated seat randomly likes to turn on and off. I'm not exactly sure why. I just disconnected it for right now because I'm in Florida, so I don't really need that. But I'm gonna let y'all figure the rest out as we go. We're gonna go change some fluids and stuff. All right, here she is in all of her glory. Never changed the oil on one of these. All I know is it takes 10 quarts, and I'm gonna try to do this as quick as I can because the sun is about to go down. One thing about working a regular job, it's really nice to be home, but you're kind of fighting the clock every day because you get off at 5 o'clock and the sun goes down in 2 hours or maybe even an hour, depending on where you live. But, you know, what are you going to do? That's what happens when you don't go to school and you're 21 years old and you're not ambitious about anything else. And you probably could have started a business by now, but you're too busy buying old shit. And your dad told you better and you didn't listen to him. So now you're changing 10 quarts of oil on an old diesel truck, making a YouTube video about it. Sorry. Anyways, there's all of our oil. This truck's kind of tall. I think we're just going to be able to slide right under it. Sentimental that I'm not. It's like I'm here with you guys and you're hearing my inner thoughts and monologue, which is cool. I wonder what type of, yeah, I got these clips because this is totally shaky. I'm getting sidetracked. I'll deal with that later. Oil change. Now, the first means of business is to get all the old oil out. I seen some video on the phone that was saying that put a little like it was saying put a little diesel down where you fill the oil and it'll get like all the crap out. I'm not gonna do that because this motor is really fresh. Anyways, all right, we got to drain this oil out. I don't know how easy this fuel filter is gonna be to reach, and I don't know if I'm supposed to do both of them at the same time. I don't know a lot of stuff that's going on right now, so I'm just hoping for the best, you know. This thing's got new seals. This is the fuel, and this is the tranny, and so this must be our oil. Okay, this is our oil filter. Great, that's our oil. All right, we're gonna do the oil change first, see where we end up. I would really like to get the fuel filter done. I'm gonna have to watch a YouTube video. From my vague memory, it's 18 millimeter down here on the floor. Should I bring you guys on the floor with me? Maybe I'll bring you guys down. Oh man, I'm gonna jack this thing up a little bit. I take it back. It needs a little bit of a help. It's just a little too tight. I really don't trust being under this thing, to be totally honest with y'all. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Gotta get the work done. Well, it's late, so the rules are if it's late, you ain't gotta use one of those safety jacks. It'll be fine. It's a brand new jack. All right, here comes 10 quarts oil. Yay. Now, this oil is super black, and according to my daddy, that's just normal. I guess these diesels, they're just, my dad says you could change them, drive it for a day, and it would be black. So, whatever, Dad. Whatever you say. All right, well, that's the old oil out. We just got to spin this little filter off. So, what do you guys like doing on a Friday night? This is what I wanted to do. This was exactly what I wanted to do, and I'm doing it. Can you believe that? It don't get much better than this, though, you know? I'd rather do this than anything else. My girlfriend's going to come out here and find me talking to myself with this little tripod set up. And she's going to go, wow, you look like a goober right now, Tony. A real big goober. She ain't even wrong. Oh, shit. All right, there's that. Now, I don't know if it's really necessary, but I like to put some of the old oil on the filter. I don't really know. I don't know. My dad has always told me to do it, so I just do it. Sometimes in life, you have to learn to just listen to your dad. You know, I know that all dads ain't perfect, and a lot of them probably suck. But my dad, I like my dad. You know, and my dad's right most of the time. Trust me, I wish my dad wasn't. Sometimes I swear I'm right. I'm like, no, dad. No, dad, I'm going to show you. Do you ever tell your dad that he was wrong and you're right? How often did that go well for you? It almost never went well for me. Ta-da. Just got to pour this stuff out and then we'll do the transmission stuff. I just changed that. It was this bolt. I loosened it. I changed that. I'm about to change this. I got to loosen this bolt. And I got the filter here. Right here. And a lot of stuff on my stomach right now. Ooh, that tranny fluid looked real good. Transmission filter off. Oh, it's by hand. Let's go. I can't believe it. It was hand tight. That's awesome. This is great. I'm having fun. It's about as good as I can tighten that with my hand, and I'll just poke my head under here as I'm filling the fluid up to make sure it ain't leaking, I guess. All right. Well, my phone died, so I can't use my microphone, but I put the oil in. It says it's full, actually a little bit over full, but I think when we run it, it'll be all right. I'm gonna add the transmission fluid now. See fluid dripping. God damn it, that filter. Motherfucker. So I'm paying the price. I was doing everything in a rush and messed everything up. But anyways, the transmission filter, I had a magnet on it, and the new one had a magnet on it, and I done put 2 magnets, and now they're broke. So I'm gonna put half of the good magnet on the new one and slap it on and call it a day. Basically what happened was there was just multiple magnets in here, and I broke it, and hopefully it'll be fine, and hopefully it didn't mess anything up too bad. Caked in transmission fluid now, but you know what? It was just a mistake. Like I said, I'm not a diesel mechanic or even a regular mechanic, so good figure. I'm just gonna go ahead and add back what I got left, and we'll see if we got enough. Oh, it's looking good so far. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. I didn't see any leaking, so I think we're good. Still call it a success. So I've gone ahead, I've topped everything off. I'm gonna show you guys how to reset the oil life. It's really super easy. I'm also gonna do the fuel filter life. I know I'm cheating, I haven't done it yet, I'll do it tomorrow, but it's bugging me. You just set the thing in ignition. You push down on the gas pedal 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hear a little noise, and now our engine oil life should reset. That should be that done. Yep, that's been reset, so the oil life's good now. And we're gonna do the fuel filter while we're here. So now we'll do a foot on the brake and a foot on the gas pedal, and you hold both down like so. And that's the fuel filter life reset. So, gotta see what we got left. I think. All right, we got a service four-wheel drive, and I think that's it. Yeah, wash fluid. Boom, that's it. Gotta see what that check engine light's about. I'm almost certain it's from the delete of the emissions, if I had to guess. But I think we're good. We're gonna go around and drive it. I'm gonna call it good for tonight. Definitely gonna check out that noise tomorrow. Yeah. All right, well, as you can see, it's pitch black, and I'm deciding to call it. I think that's good. I'm gonna do it at the end of the video. I'll tune in for the next one, and we'll be doing plenty of more stuff. I'm gonna come back out here tomorrow morning. I appreciate y'all watching. Got the oil change and the filter and the transmission fluid and this and that. Next I'm gonna do the fuel filter, some stuff inside, so stay tuned. I appreciate y'all watching. Have a beautiful rest of your day, night, evening. Peace. So today's lesson is check and see if your filter's got a magnet already on it before you go putting the new one on, or else you get to clean up a bunch of transmission fluid.